What if I told you that you could get $10,000 as a bonus for working? Yeah, that's exactly what is being pushed out there right now. A $10,000 bonus. But I want to break down who is actually pushing for this. If you don't know by the title, it is President Donald Trump. But who would actually qualify for this? Now, before I mention who would qualify for this, I want to just preface this by saying this opens up the door for many more people receiving a bonus for working. So, if you're not an air traffic controller, don't worry, because if this were to go through, according to multiple reports, other people would receive a bonus as well. Look at this. It says, Trump tells air traffic controllers to return to work as flight cancellations jump. That's what he said today. But here's what you need to know. President Trump threatened air traffic controllers while offering patriots a $10,000 bonus. But who exactly would get it? Well, look at this. It says Trump recommends a $10,000 bonus to air traffic controllers who didn't call out sick during the shutdown. Okay, so where do we go from here? Well, I first off want to say that President Trump has been saying he wants to give $10,000 to air traffic controllers that didn't call out sick. He wants to give $2,000 to the American people, excluding high-income earners, just because of all the tariff revenue we're bringing in. That's big news there. But what he's doing is trying to provide relief to the American people. Because one of the things President Trump has said for a little while, he does not want to hear about an affordability crisis. But yet, we're kind of in one. Now, I want to read you President Trump's exact statement. This is from True Social. Okay, look at this right here. It says, all air traffic controllers must get back to work now. Anyone who doesn't will be substantially docked. For those air traffic controllers who were great patriots and didn't take any time off for the Democrat shutdown hoax, I will be recommending a bonus of $10,000 per person for distinguished service to our country. For those that did nothing but complain and took time off, even though everyone knew they would be paid in full shortly in the future, I'm not happy with you. You didn't step up to help the USA against the fake Democrat attack that was only meant to hurt our country. You will have a negative mark, at least in my mind, against your record. If you want to leave service in the near future, please do not hesitate to do so. With no payment or severance of any kind, you will be quickly replaced by true patriots who will do a better job on the brand new state-of-the-art equipment, the best in the world that we are in the process of ordering. The last administration wasted billions of dollars trying to fix antiquated junk. They had no idea what they were doing. Again, to all the great American patriots, God bless you. I won't be able to send your money fast enough. To all the others, report to work immediately. God bless America. President Donald J. Trump. Okay. Now, here's what's interesting. People have been calling out and pretty much calling out sick for months now. We are in day 41 of this government shutdown. This is the longest government shutdown we've ever been in. Here's the thing. What we are now hearing is that President Trump coming out and saying that he's recommending a bonus of $10,000 per person that didn't call out sick. What we could be seeing right now is this is, it's pretty much going to be per day, okay? It'll be prorated. So if it's $10,000 for anyone that didn't call out sick, but what if somebody did call out sick one day? Is it going to be $10,000 or nothing? According to reports, the answer is no. It would be prorated. That it's $10,000 for these. It'll probably be about 45 days. Okay, just let's be clear. Why 45 days? Well, we're currently in day 41. The issue is the Senate has yet to pass the bill as of making this video, so we're still waiting on that. Once the Senate passes the bill, it still has to go back to the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives is likely going to call an emergency session here very soon, and that's going to get everyone back into Washington. As of right now, they're still not in Washington. So everyone would have to fly back, meaning that could be another 48 hours. So we're on day 41, added, till tomorrow likely, or the next day, because again, tomorrow's Veterans Day. Chances are it will pass by Wednesday in the Senate. 48 hours from then will be Friday. That's when it passed the House of Representatives. Then it would go to President Trump's desk, likely Friday night or Saturday, and he would sign it. So about 45 days. Could we see these air traffic controllers, which we have about 14,000 air traffic controllers here in the United States, could we see many of them get a up to $10,000 bonus? Well, according to other reports, the answer is likely no. That this would have to be something that's passed by Congress, meaning the House and the Senate. The problem is, how do we give $10,000 per air traffic controller, people that didn't call out sick? First off, there's the majority of them I don't want to say majority, but according to reports, a large percentage did call out sick at least once or twice. Okay? And for whatever reason, we don't know. But if we can give a bonus to people that were in this position, great. But what about TSA agents? What about people that, again, they're not air traffic controllers, but what about those that are working for the Social Security Administration? What about those that were working for the USDA, for parks and recreation, for schools, the list goes on and on. What about all those other people? That's the big question. So do I think this $10,000 bonus is going to go out to all those air traffic controllers? No, I don't. But what I do think this, and again, here's the other problem. President Trump is offering to give $10,000 to air traffic controllers that didn't call out sick. That could cost billions of dollars. Okay? Not only that, but what about the money that President Trump is promising, the $2,000 per person for these tariff rebates? What happens with that money? Again, that's tariff money. This is where, right now, it's interesting. President Trump is offering all these different ideas and giving money back to the American people. So what I think is happening, and again, I'm yet to talk to some of the people with a little more insight here and a little more knowledge, but based off what we're seeing and based off what President Trump has done before, it looks like what's happening is there's going to be some type of rebate coming back to the American people, but President Trump is going to have to restructure how this money goes out, and he's going to have to decide what he's going to call it. Okay? Is this for air traffic controllers? Is this a tariff rebate? What is it, and who is going to qualify for it? That's the interesting thing that likely we're going to find out more answers to this in the next several weeks. But as of today, that is what we know. President Trump is saying, yes, let's give a $10,000 bonus to all the air traffic controllers that never called out sick. But at the same time, what about all those people that work for the USDA and SNAP benefits or WIC and parks? And what about all those that work for the Social Security Administration that were deemed essential and you had to come in? Those people are now asking, where's our bonus? Because we didn't call out sick, but yet nobody is talking about us and how much we were impacted. So we'll see what happens in the very near future, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.